Hey there guys, this is just going to be a little video today, just going over how to build your alts for cheap, or if you're a newer player, how to build your first character for cheap, since you might not have a lot of resources to work with. I'm on my machinist right now, which is not a great character to show initially because I have 2 legendary engraving books, but the concepts are the same, and you can get the gist of what I'm saying. So first and foremost, the gist of it is you want to do your Argos and Orejas to get these jewelry pieces that look like this, because these have a guaranteed class engraving roll on them. So you're gonna self-find a good majority of your gear and only purchase basically a stone and pieces to fill in the ones that you didn't get. Or you can just wait and run it again next week and have more chances at getting it. Before we get into the full video though, if you guys could subscribe, we're really trying to push for 500 subscribers for the end of the year. If you want to join in and help grow the channel, grow my ego, I guess. I need the serotonin, okay? I'm dying here. I need it. Also drop a like on the video if you like it. Helps me out. Alright, back into the video. So, what am I saying here? Well, most people think it costs like a fortune to get 3x3 or 3x4 on an alt. Again, like I said, this is not the best character to show you what I'm talking about on, and I'll hop over to some of my different alts so we can take a better look at what I mean. But this is just the latest character that I've geared, and I figured why not show the machinist, because I'm sure everybody and their mother's made one, because it's a popular class, etc. So for machinist, all I did was I got a P3 Argos bus, and I did my Oreja hard modes 1 week. That's all this gear is from. So all of this has +3 evolutionary on it, and nothing else. It has spec though, which is your main stat. And for spec classes especially, you want high spec jewelry, because you can see what spec scales on spec classes, and generally it's going to be the main mechanic around the character, if not your damage scaling, if not both. So for this, it's sync skill, damage, and your core energy regen. It'd be the same for Shadow Hunter. It'd be your demonic damage and Shadow Burst meter generation, stuff like that. Deathblade, it would be surge damage and arts generation. You see what I mean? So you do not want to skimp out on low spec. And that is why high spec 4x3 is better than low spec 5x3. And the same applies for 3x3 versus 4x4, or 4x3. And I can show you exactly what I mean. If you have to skimp out on spec or quality, do it on a ring. And that's because it has the lowest ranges. I'll show you here if we go to the market, just so we can see the ranges on things. Just go to... What am I doing here? I know how to play the game. Let's just go like spec. We take a look here. A 0 quality ring is 160. A 200 or 100 quality ring is 200. So that's a 40 difference on rings. And then you can see earrings. It's going to be a much different gap. 300 for 100 quality. 240. So that's a 60 gap from 0 to 100. And then necklace is double stat and something you definitely do not want to skimp out on. 400, 400, and then it goes up to 500, 500. You can see. The difference with necklace, though, is because it has 2 stats, one of the stats can roll really high and one of the stats can roll really low. So what you can do is, let's just search for, like, Spec Swift, Evo... So, like, you can kind of see what I mean here. Like, this is a 35 quality neck, but it has 450 swiftness almost, which, if you're counting one quality as 1 stat point, then that's like a 50 quality. And then this one has almost 500 swiftness, 83 quality, but only 469 spec. So what you can do in some cases is look for lower quality necklaces that have high spec and low of the other stat. It's not ideal, but it can get you by if you need to for cheaper. In any case, The only items you'll generally be buying is the stone. If you cut a 6/6 stone, that gives you 3x3 for basically free, and it can get you 3x4 if you want to spend some money on accessories. You don't need a 6x6 or a 6/6 stone to get a 3x4. You also don't need it to get 3x3. It just makes it easier. Obviously, if you have legendary engraving books like I do, one accessory with Grudge Keen Blunt gets me 2 level 3s immediately. And that's why I don't have level 3 and 3x3. I just went with this because it's what I had. I found this stone and cut it, so I figured YOLO, whatever, who cares? But let me hop over to a different character so I can kind of show you what I mean. I don't know what any of these are set up like. Let's just go to my Arcanist, maybe? See what she's like. And she also only uses a level 1 engraving, so we can see what the setup is for that as well. But basically, there's a lot of different ways you can get things that don't cost money. And, like, yes, it's not going to be ideal, but this isn't your, like, endgame setup, right? It's just a cheap setup that lets you still contribute to things. You know what I mean? And if you get a 3x4 setup with decent quality at Legendary, I mean, you can keep that for... I mean, my Bard still has it, my Sork still has it, my Shadowhunter had it until very recently, I just upgraded her, my Gunslinger still has it, so, like, I mean, you can keep a 3x4 setup, a good 3x4 setup for a very long time. Let's take a look here. So, she's Empress. Yeah, so this is my setup. So you can see I have level 1 Empress Grace, and that's from these 2 Oreha Argos accessories, right? Then I have a 6/6 stone. Obviously, because I have level 12 engravings, I am not using that kind of dealio. But if I didn't have level 12 engravings, what I would do is the stone is the engravings that I would book. So I would have +9 Adrenaline, +9 Barricade over here. And then that would get me 2 level 2s. So this plus the stone, this plus the stone. Those are 2 level 2s. Or 2 level 3s, sorry. But you can kind of see what I mean, hopefully. Let's do another character. Blavier, why not? The concept behind it, though, is simple. Just don't spend a massive amount of money. And if you're not in a rush to get higher item level, like I said, you can do Argos and Oreha multiple weeks in a row. And every time you do it, obviously, you get more rolls at accessories. And those accessories always roll with a class engraving. So you just need to find a class engraving plus your stat. And you will get them. Like, you just will. You get so many. Let's take a look here. I have Ambush Master 9 and Grudge 12. And I have a 9/4 stone. Yeah. If you see what I mean, a 9/4 stone. I'm running Ambush Master. 9 + 4 is 13? Question mark? Yeah. So you can kind of see. I have a controlled 3. Yeah, so all of these accessories are going to have controlled 3 on them. Ambush Master 2, because I had 13 from stone and engraving, so I have level 3 Ambush Master. I have level 3 control from the 5 accessories with +3. And then I have 1 with +3 Grudge, +3 Raid Captain, Raid Captain, Raid Captain, and that's because I had +9 on Raid Captain there. So again, like I said, you don't need a 6/6 stone. A 6/6 stone just lets you brainlessly get it done with +9 engravings. So purple engraving books, you see +9. 9 + 6 is 15, obviously, which is level 3 engraving. Anyways, hopefully some of this made sense and helped out people that are coming back to the game, people that are confused on how to get like a cheaper setup. The TLDR is you'll find most of your accessories, and then if you're going to spend money, I would do it on the stone, and then after you cut a decent stone that you're happy with, figure out what accessory pieces you need to buy, or want to buy if you didn't find any, and you want it now. In any case, hopefully this helped. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you think I'm an idiot, you know, drop a comment. If you think I'm not an idiot, drop a comment. And of course, subscribe. Trying to hit 500 for the end of the year, see if we can do it. Alrighty. Thank you guys. Bye.